to my teenage years. We grew up in Trenton, New Jersey, and when I was in high school, this is 1946 to 1948, we had a camp called Camp Delaware. It was up on the Delaware River, 4 miles above Trenton, just below Washington Crossing, if you know the Delaware, Pennsylvania area. But we would go for a week or two every summer, 1946, 47, 48, and there was one song that was the camp song, in which we all learned to sing, and I won't try to sing it for obvious reasons. But the song was, "It's love. It's love that makes the world go round. Roll me o'er the billows, roll me o'er the sea, roll me o'er the billows of the deep blue sea. It's love that makes the world go round." For the last year, since about Halloween a year ago, All Hallows Eve, you two have been singing that song. It's love that makes the world go round. You are now true believers, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, absolutely, I hear you. Bob Dylan, now what, Nobel laureate for literature? He once said, "Unless you have someone to love, life does not make any sense." Life does not make any sense. And then there was a Victorian poet who said, "Bliss it was that dawn to be alive and to be young was very, very heaven." That's what you've been discovering in each other in the last year. But there's a more scientific perspective on this relationship, which I think I need to introduce you to that scientific perspective. There's a fellow named Joseph Popp who used to teach at Harvard, a book called Population Ethics, and he had a phrase which he used occasionally in the book called reproduction ethics. And he reminded everybody, because he was from Harvard, remember, that one of the great economic enterprises of life is the institution of marriage. And what he said was, we pour a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of intention, and a lot of money. But he said, in the institution of marriage, whether you like it or not, there are 6 stages. First stage, you got to be born. Second stage, you got to be nurtured. Look at your parents, look at your families. They've been in the nurturing business for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and they've done a good job, right? Okay, absolutely. We won't even vote on it. It's unanimous. But the third stage is you got to find the right mate or the right person. And you found each other. That's called the love stage. But then, because this is an economic enterprise, according to Joseph Popp, you've got to produce. And then you have to nurture. And the last stage, and can my wife and I, and I'm sure Marge over there, maybe I got to be careful. The last stage is you get off center stage. And you're there to be as supportive as your folks, that is, who are now married and producing children, as supportive as they ask you to be. That's all you can do. And that's an important stage. Now I want to say to you, the third stage, Pop didn't say this, the third stage is what I call the love stage. Okay? You're here. The sixth stage, and again, Marge and Peg and I can adhere to this, and I think say we speak with authority. The sixth stage, the last stage, only one word encompasses it. It's wow. Wow. I thought I knew what love was when I was in the love stage. But I want you two to stick together long enough that you'll eventually be together for the wow stage, okay? Promise? Okay, good. Now my last thing to you by way of understanding love. Love is a gift. Michael's a gift to you. Okay, Ellen. Right. Gift to each other. But a gift is something you do not earn. And one could argue you do not even deserve it. It's just a gift. And the greatest gift is what you have to do is you have to take care of it. You have to give thanks for it. You have to protect it. You have to discipline it. You have to celebrate it. And you have to share it. This is the day of the gift to each other of your great love. That's all that matters. And therefore, it's your love that makes the world go round. Roll me o'er the billows, roll me o'er the sea, roll me o'er the billows of the deep blue sea. God love you.
today I promise you this. I will always laugh at your puns and funny faces. I will always be your shoulder to cry on. I will always tell you how beautiful you are. I will always support you in everything you do. I will grow old with you and our 6 cats and 4 dogs. I will always be there for you when the world feels like too much to handle. I will always keep your compulsion to steal toilet paper from public restrooms a secret. I will always say I'm sorry, and I will always forgive you. You are my world. You are my life. I love you.
My sun and stars.
A little loud.
Over the past few weeks, we've been sharing reasons why we're in love. What you might not know is just how many times over the past year you have shown me. We met on your birthday and clicked immediately. I'll never forget our walk through Brooklyn that night, our disco dancing, or our conversations. Most importantly, I'll never forget asking you what your plans for the night were, and you responding, "I just want to do what you're doing." When we reconnected last Halloween, I was very cynical, guarded, and cold. I did not think that I would ever fall in love, much less open up enough to be comfortable with someone forever. Each and every day, you made me feel the love you had for me, and in turn, my love for you grew leaps and bounds. The night we went to your apartment and stayed up talking on your couch for hours in the dark, the night we were supposed to go out, meet up with a bunch of people, and instead hung around listening to the Strokes until 3 a.m., eating watermelon together in your living room. All of these early memories of our relationship serve as a constant reminder of the person I was and the person you've helped me become. Of my life before meeting my soulmate, and of all of the incredible love I have and give after. There has never been 1 second of doubt in the entire time we've been together. I feel like we've faced a lot of issues in our relationship, however brief it may be. I am so thankful I have found someone who I can talk through everything with. No matter what I'm thinking, I can talk to you about it. This is the best gift anyone has ever given me. As your wife, I would like to promise you a few things. I will never stop you from enjoying or make you feel bad about your wrestling obsession. I will be at every live event and hang out for every pay-per-view. However, if you wanted to take Nick to something, that would be totally fine. I will never change the channel from a Yankees game. I will always remind you of all the wonderful things you add to my life. I will always make you Sunday breakfast. However, I will always sing country music at the top of my lungs while I do it, so I'm sorry for that. I will always talk through problems with you, and I will always continue to remind you that your feelings are valid and deserve to be considered. I will always try to share food with you, no matter how hard you convince me you don't want it. I will always love the sound you make when I kiss the tip of your nose. You are my best friend. You are the love of my life. You are and will forever be the most handsome man I've ever seen. This year has been the happiest year of my life, and I'm so confident every year after will feel the same. Thank you for all you do. I'm so happy it's you.
No tears. Michael, what sign do you have of your love? There we go. Bless this ring, that he who gives it and she who wears it may abide in their love together forever. Ellen, this ring I give you.
Ellen, this ring I give you.
As a sign
As a sign
for a steadfast and abiding love.
of our steadfast and abiding love.